Hey, Jet, I wanted to get a word with you real quick about your tag team match tonight.
I'm trying to get my pump on, brother.
I know, I'm sorry, but I wanted to talk to you about your tag team match. It's going good. I wanted to talk to you about this tag team match against the Buddy System tonight. Now, your brother's out 4 to 6 months with a knee injury. Who are you going to get to tag with you tonight?
Well, you know, Ben, funny thing is he's right behind you.
Stevie Richards. Stevie Richards, you're going to tag with Jet Royal tonight against the Buddy System?
Absolutely. I mean, he's one of the best young talents here in the NWL. Him and his brother are an amazing tag team, and until his brother gets better, I'm here to help him any way possible. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to use the word help. We're equals in this. He's an amazing talent, and I just wanted to say something. You mentioned the Buddy System, right?
Yeah.
Those are the guys, Those are the guys who've been Facebook messaging me and been DMing me on Twitter. Thank God they don't have my number because I'm sure they'd be texting me. They were asking me to not only back out of this tag match, but actually join them.
KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all.
Make sure you stick around tonight to see our main event as Jet Royal teams up with our special guest, Stevie Richards, taking on Devlin and the Buddy System.
I cannot wait. Stevie Richards making a huge debut here in the NWL. I cannot wait for that main event. You guys stick around. I'm Ben Miller.
And I'm Marty Bell.
We've got a great hour of pro wrestling action lined up for all you wonderful fans at home.
To start things off, we have Ken Dharma taking on Mike Outlaw.
And in our second matchup, we have Gil Rogers going against a mystery opponent, and you guys have to see who this is.
In our main event of the evening, Jet Royal teams up with Stevie Richards to take on Devlin and Buddy Shepherd of the Buddy System.
That's right. Marty, let's talk about our first matchup here tonight, and that's going to be Ken Dharma taking on Mike Outlaw. Now, Mike Outlaw has been involved in some movement around the NWL, considering NWL, STL, Anarchy, whatever you want to call them. But it seems that Mike Outlaw's had a change of heart a little bit as he goes one-on-one with Ken Dharma.
I'm really excited to see this, especially after that amazing match we saw with Ken Dharma and Hans Ruger. Let's head down to the ring.
All right, here we go.
Yes, sir, it's time for Wrestling Night in Kansas City. Your opening contest is scheduled for one fall.
That's right, as you heard our new ring announcer, Midnight Guthrie, introduce, it is now time for NWL Wrestling. I'm Ben Miller, sitting here with Christopher Fulton. And Christopher, we have got Ken Dharma making his way to the ring.
Gentlemen, please welcome from a higher plane, weighing 169 pounds, he is the most flexible wrestler in the world today. This is Ken Dharma.
New ring announcer, Midnight Guthrie, you say is this guy's name? Does that mean he turns into a pumpkin after midnight from behind his black glass slipper? Those are Cinderella references, by the way, Miller.
Thank you so much, Christopher. On top of the game you are tonight. One guy who's on top of the game or hopes to be tonight and getting a 1-2-3 over Ken Dharma is this man right here, Mike Outlaw.
And his opponent, from Wilston, St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 212 pounds. This is Mike Outlaw.
Well, as you've noticed, as Mike Outlaw makes his way around the ring, there's a little bit of a different reaction from the Kansas City faithful to Mike Outlaw since the last time that he was here. And Christopher, I would have to say, it's because he is that good in the ring. People are starting to believe the hype that is Mike Outlaw.
Let me tell you something. This guy is a fantastic athlete. Can do a lot of things in the ring, and it's a fine time that we get to see him here in Kansas City a lot more. Although, I will say this, I think there's a fair amount of people that are cheering for him because they just don't like Ken Dharma because they're jealous of him. Guys like you who can't get to that higher plane of existence like Ken Dharma, I think the kids call you a hater, Miller.
Nobody calls me a hater. There's nothing wrong with Ken Dharma other than the fact when he uses some underhanded tactics to pick up victories here in the NWL. That's not the sign of an enlightened individual such as Ken Dharma claims he is.
Maybe being enlightened means that you take the path of least resistance. Miller, you ever think about that? That you probably haven't. That's why you're a loser and you're going to play second fiddle to a guy like me for the rest of your life.
Second fiddle to you.
You're third fiddle. I think Ryan McGillicuddy's higher than you are.
You deserve a choice. We're here to give it to you.
This is X1051.
More music, less talk, all day. 105-minute nonstop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. And us together, a new alternative for Kansas City.
X1051.
Talking about, Christopher, could be referred to the fact that Mike Outlaw prefers to be by himself. He prefers not to have an allegiance. Mike Outlaw has really only been governed by one thing, and that's a deep-seated sense of pride, whether it's being from Wrasslin, whether it's being out on his own. Mike Outlaw is out for one person, and that's Mike Outlaw, and that may lead him to pick up some wins here in the NWL and eventually get a title shot against Dakota Draper.
Listen, we have seen Mike Outlaw struggle with his friendships in the past and his affiliations with guys like Neon Iverson, also guys from the Anarchy like Matt Jackson. They necessarily haven't done him any favors. This guy may be realizing very quickly that the only person he can count on is himself. And you know what? After myself here working all this time with you, I totally get why the guy would want to be alone and not have a partner.
At first I thought you were actually going to pay me a compliment. I should have known better, Christopher. You're a real piece of work here tonight. Mike Outlaw with it again, and going back to the arm. Both men have been exchanging moves this entire match. It seems they have each other well scouted and have been watching plenty of footage on each other. And now, look at that. There's the enlightened one, as you'd call him, breaking the rules blatantly and waiting for the ref, Nick Chin, to almost get to a 5 count before he breaks that choke.
Listen, he broke before the 5 count. You have until 5. I don't see why you call that
Why do you have to
break.
choke him in the first place?
If you choke somebody, they can't breathe, Miller. That's why.
It's against the rules. That's all I'm saying. It's against the rules, and if Ken Dharma was as so centered as he says he is, he wouldn't need to do that kind of stuff. Nice rear chin lock applied here by Ken Dharma, making Mike Outlaw carry all that body weight. Outlaw back up to a vertical base rather quickly here. Ken Dharma unable to hold on to that rear chin lock, but he jerks Mike Outlaw down to the canvas. I think he got a handful of hair there.
I didn't see any hair there. That's on pure power.
2 by Nick Chin.
You think a guy like Mike Outlaw might serve himself well if he were to pick up a manager? Maybe somebody like, I don't know, maybe join the buddy system. Perhaps a Drew Gold could help out Mike Outlaw, or perhaps even Roscoe Leach. What do you think about that? You think Mike Outlaw would handle, manage being a good employee?
I don't think so. And like we said earlier, I think Mike Outlaw likes being by himself. Nice leg drop here. Make that 2 by High on Life Ken Dharma. Almost does the splits when he goes into that drop kick, and there's a cartwheel, I guess, to get it back into position. Tries for a 3rd leg drop. Mike Outlaw cradles him up, going for a cover 2. Almost a 3 count. Oh, and then a scintillating kick right to the back of the head of Outlaw. He could be out here. Dharma going for a cover, folds him up, only gets a 2 count.
Just about had him right there. He really connected to the back of Mike Outlaw's head with that kick.
Aggressive opening contest we've had here tonight on the NWL.
Miller, the atmosphere every time we come into the Scottish Rites Temple here in Kansas City just gets more and more exciting from bell time to bell time, from the opening bell to the closing bell, just more and more excitement. If you haven't been to one of the events here at the Scottish Rite Temple, you need to get online, you need to get your tickets and get down here. It's one thing, yes, I know people love listening to me and watching it on at home, but coming out here and feeling the excitement like that. Seeing something like that live is amazing.
Absolutely, that's shop.nwleague.com. Click on the events banner and you can get tickets to all of our upcoming shows when we come to your area. And here goes Mike Outlaw with a forearm charging into the corner. Connects right with the face of High on Life Ken Dharma and off to the other corner. And Outlaw is on fire here. Hard forearm strike and a nice snap mare out of the corner. And here comes Outlaw. Folds up Ken Dharma. This could
got
be
it right here.
2.
Wow.
No.
Now listen, any other competitor here in the NWL would have been pinned like that. All of Ken Dharma's weight on his upper shoulders and neck, and yet still flexible enough and strong enough to kick out. That's very, very impressive, but he's on Dream Street right now. Might not be kicking out of the next thing Mike Outlaw does to him.
Ken Dharma feeling the effects of this matchup after that hard clothesline. Now Mike Outlaw looking to pick him up. It looked like he's trying for a suplex or a brainbuster. Ken Dharma puts the brakes on, gets taken off his feet. What is Outlaw planning to do with him here?
Got him, he's going up.
Slingshots him.
Oh, he caught himself.
Dharma catches himself, kicks Outlaw right in the face. Springs up to the top rope, going for it. Looked like a reverse cross body block.
Got him. Wow, that's what power we're talking about right there. Just
Outlaw scoops him out of midair and tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. 1, 2. No.
He nearly broke him in half with that. What impressive power from Mike Outlaw, picking him back all the way up from practically on the mat back to his shoulders and dropping him across the knee. Ken Dharma's in a lot of pain right now.
It looked like Ken Dharma was about to slip out of the grasp of Mike Outlaw, but like you said, using that brute strength and power, collected Ken Dharma, put him back on his shoulder, and then did that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Impressive strength by Mike Outlaw. Jawbreaker. That'll stop any kind of momentum Mike Outlaw had. Misses a spin kick. Could be going for a German suplex here. Rolls him up. 1, 2. Dharma reverses it. Grabs the top rope. And that's a 3 count. Ken Dharma has stolen a victory from Mike Outlaw.
Again, nobody else in the NWL flexible enough to reach back and grab that top rope and get a victory. Very, very impressive right there from High on Life, Ken Dharma. The no friend of Big Pharma, Ken Dharma.
Ben, we see the flexibility of Ken Dharma once again come into play, picking up that victory over Mike Outlaw.
Yeah, we see it time, like you said, we see it time and time again. Ken Dharma is the most flexible athlete in the NWL, although I hate to admit it. But one thing's for sure, he kind of snuck one over on Mike Outlaw. Mike Outlaw seemed really frustrated at the conclusion of that match, and I can promise you we'll see this later on.
I agree. I don't think this is the end. But now let's talk about my favorite NWL wrestler, Gil Rogers. Gil Rogers is back.
Yeah, he sure is back, Marty, and let me tell you, he is going against a mystery opponent tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to sound excited. But I want Gil Rogers to win so bad, and yet he still loses. But we'll see what happens here tonight going against that mystery opponent.
Tonight might be the night that things turn around the Gil Rogers way.
We'll see.
Our next contest is scheduled for one fall.
All right, here we go, Christopher. Another matchup from Gil Rogers. Everybody's favorite. Gil Rogers is making his way into the Scottish Rite Temple.
Well, hold on there, Cowboy. He's not my favorite. Everybody seems to love Gil Rogers. Look at how positive this guy is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, weighing 210 pounds, this is Gil Rogers.
Ever since Gil Rogers returned from his little hiatus just a few weeks back here at the Scottish Rite Temple, once again he's kind of started off or picked up where he left off. Hasn't been able to get a big win yet here, especially in singles competition.
Wait a minute.
We don't even know who his opponent is. Is it going to be Michael Strider tonight?
Michael Strider and Gil Rogers? This should be a main event.
As I know, wherever Michael Strider is nothing good is going to happen here to Gil Rogers as those two members of the foundation are involved.
This is not good for Gil Rogers.
Pathetic people of Kansas City, hear my voice.
Hopefully it's not a handicap match. It'll be disastrous.
Now the foundation is a very elite group of professional professional wrestlers, but we are in the opening stages of expanding our membership.
Wow, they're going to expand? We already have 3 members.
Jeremy Wyatt got together, and we think we've identified that person. He must have a high moral background like me and Jeremy Wyatt. He must have the heart and desire to be the best like me and Jeremy Wyatt. He must have dominated the professional wrestling scene since day one, just like me and Jeremy Wyatt. And Gil, I think that man's in this building tonight, buddy.
Why are they talking about Gil Rogers?
Gil Rogers is going to join the foundation?
Michael Schreiner, let me stop you right there. I would never, ever join the foundation.
Well, there you have it. The invitation has been...
Silly Gilly, you think we're talking about you?
Oh.
No. We are talking about your opponent tonight.
Who's his opponent? Scott Slade? I didn't think Scott Slade was in the
even
building.
Here. Wait, who is that?
Who's that?
You know who that is? That's Ace Steel.
That can't be. That can't be.
Wow.
The Second City Saint, Ace Steel, is here, and he's attacking Gil Rogers. Son of a gun.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times. Also by Local Pig, located just east of City Market, a whole animal butcher shop featuring locally sourced animals raised outdoors with no hormones or antibiotics. One of the most vicious wrestlers in the history of our business, Ace Steel, who has trained some of the best wrestlers in our business, is here in the NWL, and he was putting it. Now, there's Gil Rogers fighting back.
You better fight for your life, Gil Rogers, because you got a couple of piranhas on the outside, and you got a shark on the inside right now.
Look at that. Ace Steel always looks incensed, and there, oh God, that shotgun drop kick collapses Gil Rogers into the corner.
Listen, it's hard enough to prepare for an opponent that you know nothing about. But when that opponent turns out to be a guy like Ace Steel, a world-class athlete and wrestler, very, very tough guy, Gil, you're in a lot of trouble right now.
I cannot believe the Second City Saint himself, Ace Steel, is here in the NWL, and not only that, but he's a part of the Dang Foundation.
Wow.
And he just drilled Gil Rogers into the mat. That's a 3 count, and Ace Steel has decimated Gil Rogers.
I hope everybody back in the locker room is taking a look at this, because things are about to get very, very interesting. Not only do we have Scott Slade, we've got Jeremy Wyatt, we've got Michael Strider, and now Ace Steel. Who's gonna stop these 4 guys from doing anything they want to here in the NWL? Nobody's gonna stop them.
I cannot believe what we're seeing here tonight. Ace Steel making a shocking debut here in the NWL, and he continues to put the beat down, knee drop right to the top of the head of Gil Rogers. Come on, Ace. Dang it, I can't believe he's part of the foundation.
We say it every week, the best in the world want to be here in the NWL. And with Ace Steel, wow, the roster just keeps growing and getting stronger and stronger. Unbelievable.
I can't believe it. Ace Steel has joined the foundation of Scott Slade, Jeremy Wyatt, and the Devil himself, Michael Strider. Ace, I hope you know what you're doing, because you just signed your ticket to hell by joining these guys in the foundation.
The intensity of the eyes of Ace Steel. Have you ever seen a more confident group of people than the foundation? Unbelievable.
Love it or hate it, the foundation is growing stronger by the day.
I don't know about you guys watching at home, but this was the toughest loss in my eyes for Gil Rogers. It seems he didn't even stand a chance against the foundation now that Ace Steel has joined Jeremy Wyatt and Michael Strider. Let's head down to the control room and talk to Ben Miller as he gives this week's NWL update.
Thanks, Marty. I'm Ben Miller with your NWL update for this week. Now, let's talk about the six-man tag team match that we saw this past weekend at the Scottish Rite Temple that featured the Leech Talent Agency of Roscoe Leech. Yes, Roscoe Leech was wrestling with his people, if you will. Lockdown Ray Briggs and Flex Zerba taking on Niles Planquet, Belvedere, and the Lakota Warrior Red Cloud. This match seemed to be in the hands of the Leech Talent Agency, but unfortunately, it just took one punch from Niles Planquet to knock Roscoe Leech out and get the 1-2-3. Tensions were at an all-time high, and you'll see what I mean when we go to this backstage footage after the match.
Why would I be happy? Because I have someone that is classless, uncivilized, and does not want to learn a single thing in the sophistication. Lakota Red Cloud, you put your hands on me. It was bad enough that last time you put your hands on Belvedere here and hurt him. So because of your actions, you have to continue to serve me until this man is better. Hold my glass, Belvedere. But when you put your hands on me tonight, boy, you cross the line. I want to remind you what will happen if you put your hands on me again while you're under contract as a servant. You know what happens, or did you not read it? I suggest you go home and look at it. But I suggest you know because you're not doing anything. So you need to get out of here. You can have the night off, but I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Cheers. Cheers. Go get me some Tylenol. Go. Go. Unclassy.
As you can see, I was there during that interview, and you could have cut the tension with a knife. And let me tell you, I saw the look on the Lakota Warrior's face, and there's only a certain amount of time before he snaps. But kudos to him to abide by this contract that they have. Now, switching gears, let's talk about Blaine Meeks. I want to take you guys to an interview that Blaine Meeks did, and you're going to see a completely different side of Captain KC. And you'll see what I'm talking about in this next clip.
Every civilization has had their larger-than-life mythological figures. The Greeks and the Romans had their gods. I am Blaine Meeks. I am Captain KC, and I have led my life based around what I believe to be American mythology. You know, you look at these colorful, larger-than-life characters like Captain America, like Spider-Man, like my personal favorite, Daredevil. You see them, you know, administering their brand of justice throughout the land. But it makes me realize 1 + 3 = 4 just as much as 2 + 2 = 4. So I look at the very real landscape of the NWL, and I look at our dictator, if you will, the NWL Kansas City champion, Dr. Draper. And his reign is complete, absolute, and totalitarian. But there's something my father used to tell me, and that's to get something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Justice will be served in the NWL. I guarantee it.
As you can see, folks, there is something different about Blaine Meeks. There was something different in his eyes during that interview. One thing's for sure, he's had enough of Dakota Draper. Well, that's it for the NWL update this week. I'm Ben Miller, and we'll see you next time.
The NWL is brought to you by X1051 is Kansas City's alternative. More music, less talk, all day. Listen for 105-minute non-stop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. And by Champion Tattoo and Body Piercing, Johnson County's premier custom tattooing and piercing studio. Stop by the shop located at 1016 East Santa Fe in Olathe, Kansas.
Welcome back, NWL fans. It is now time for the main event of the evening.
That's right, Stevie Richards making his NWL debut is going to team with Jet Royal, a tag team specialist, to go against the unlikely duo of Devlin and Buddy Shepard.
Well, you know what? For whatever reason, call me crazy, but that team, I feel like it's just crazy enough to work. So
it might be. I mean, Devlin is a fire starter around here, and he kind of molds with whoever he's with. We saw him tag team with Maverick even, which didn't turn out well. So hopefully this tag team match turns out better. Enjoy our main event.
All right, Christopher, it is main event time here in the Scottish Rite Temple, and we have Buddy Shepherd and Devlin, the unlikely duo, taking on Jet Royal and Stevie Richards here tonight in tag team competition.
Well, Buddy Shepherd's certainly very, very positive. Devlin, well, he's a guy that helps spread a message, I guess. That jacket on Devlin.
He's saying the buddy system is brilliant. Has Devlin joined the buddy system?
I don't know.
That jacket looks familiar though, Christopher. I swear I've seen that jacket somewhere before. Like,
well, it's a nice one. You can't beat it. It's a thriller, that jacket.
Well, Christopher,
I'll ask my friend Billie Jean where she would buy a jacket like that.
Christopher, you finally
go
got
on
me.
like this all day.
Yeah, you finally got me, Christopher. Yeah, that's exactly what that jacket. Well, it looks like enough about his jacket. It looks like Buddy's got something to say. Already winded.
So a lot of spinning, buddies. Thank you, buddy. Now calm down, nigga buddies. We don't want you to spoil the fun for the rest of the buddies. Here you go, Timekeep. This cost $200 million. Don't lose it.
Really? $200 million for that?
I wouldn't trust David Gulick with that jacket.
Neither would I.
Now I know what a lot of you buddies are thinking or wondering to yourself, up in that noggin you don't actually have a lot rattle around in, because you're from Kansas City.
Oh, come on.
And that's why it's Buddy Shepherd and Devlin together. Well, late last night. Hey now.
It's a family show.
Late last night at a Red Roof Inn. Down on I-70. Buddy Shepherd and Devlin met room 212. 212. And Devlin let the buddy system come inside him just last night.
Yeah.
Come inside his heart? I mean, so that,
he is a member of the buddy system.
So that means he is a buddy system member now.
Now I know a lot of you people are wanting to see what happens when somebody comes into the buddy system.
Right here. I am proof.
And now I know. I know. So,
shut your mouths. Let the man talk.
Hold on, buddies. Hold on. Mega buddies, if you would have an ounce of respect in ya. I'm gonna show you what happens when someone lets the buddy system come right inside of them.
Oh, testify!
Devlin seems incensed tonight.
So now what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce all of you to a man who needs no introduction. But because we're in Kansas City, I'm going to give him one anyway because your people aren't smart enough to figure it out. Ladies, gentlemen, and I use those terms as loosely as you people are. Allow me to introduce to you Mr. Stevie Richards.
Wow, Stevie Richards, the former ECW, WCW, TNA, WWE, you name it, he's been there, and this guy's been a standout in every wrestling promotion he's ever been in, and he's here in the NWL. I thought he was teaming with Jet Royal tonight.
But he's also a doctor. Do you know that? Dr. Stevie, right?
I believe so, but one thing's for sure is Stevie Richards joining the buddy system. Buddy Shepherd just said he's going to bring Stevie Richards into the fold.
Boy, what a coup that would be for the buddy system to get a high-profile guy like Stevie Richards to join up with them. I don't believe it myself.
I don't know about Buddy Shepherd anymore. I've defended him.
If you would just shut up, music person. Stevie. Hey.
Fans really getting on Buddy Shepherd and Devlin here.
If you don't want to see Stevie Richards let the buddy system come inside him, you'll shut up right now.
Stevie Stevie Richards almost doesn't. He almost looks confused by the whole thing.
Now, Steve. Hey! Simmer. Shush! Yeah, please, Mr. Richards, please.
Hey, personally, I think it's great they're making all this noise, so just my opinion.
That's what I love about him, positivity, number one trait. You see, Mr. Richards, you've been a part of a lot of great things in your life. You've had a fantastic career. You've been part of the Flock. You've been part of the BWO. You've been part, hey, I'm not done. Jesus. You've been part of the Right to Censor. All things that have taken you from the edge of nothingness and raised you all the way to the top.
He's got a point there. Stevie's done every big thing in this business.
Look into those baby blues. Is offer you a chance to bet on Stevie Richards and join Devlin and myself in the buddy system. Yeah, that's right.
You think he's really going to do it?
This is just
he's
a
a joiner.
formality.
He's mentioned it. He's been in a lot of groups.
That if I were to come to you backstage, you'd say yes. But I want each and every one of these people to see what happens when Buddy comes inside you.
That's right.
Where is this going to leave Jet Royal if Stevie Richards joins the buddy system?
I don't think he's really going to do it. Might be the best thing for his career. I don't know.
What is Stevie Richards going to tell Buddy Shepard? The crowd is, they don't want it to happen. They want to see Stevie Richards and Jet Royal battle these two here tonight.
Let him say yes.
He wants to talk. Quiet down.
Well, based upon the reaction, it sounds like a really incredible offer.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But quite frankly, I wasn't prepared for this, so I'm just going to need some time to think about this.
Whoa. Well, buddy.
I don't know if that's a great idea.
Stevie Richards is a fighter above all else. Yeah, that's...
Mr. Richards, I don't think you understand. Once you enter, you only have one choice. Because once you leave this ring, the offer expires. I don't have to do this in front of all these losers, but your career hasn't been stellar. You need Devlin and I. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let you think it over right here, right now.
Did they just give the leader of the BWO an ultimatum? That may not be the smartest thing.
Oh, look, he says no.
He just shook his head. No, he's walking. Stevie Richards doesn't have to take
this dingus go. He's probably got to go do Raven's laundry.
That's a
or
cheap
drive
shot.
him around and just be Raven's little stooge.
This is not
Right? Right? He's probably shining his boots too. He's shining them up. Like some kisses him. Tells him how much he loves him. Thanks him for everything.
Devlin. Come on.
I think so. Yeah.
You'll get very
Don't you think
personal
so?
here.
Oh, there's a right hand from the king of swing, Stevie Richards, as he just knocked, I think he might have knocked a tooth out of Devlin's mouth. He put his fist where it should be, right in that big old yapper of Devlin. And now it looks like the buddy system is going to try to corner Stevie Richards here.
Well, if you're not with him, you're against him. It looks like Stevie Richards is going to be backed into a corner here. As both members of the buddy system going to take him on. This isn't smart for you,
Both members
Stevie.
of the buddy system circling Stevie Richards, hoping to pick apart the leader of the BWO.
Whoa.
But here
There he
comes
comes.
his tag team partner for tonight. Jet Royal is here, and he's here to even the score and stand on the side of his tag team partner, Stevie Richards.
Or the other sometime, and they should. It takes a lot of hard work to be seen as something other than that. And Jet Royal, as of late, really been making a mark on his own.
That's true. Now it looks like a double tag team move here. Double suplex on Devlin. Stevie Richards in now going for a cover.
One of the things you got to watch out for when you're in the ring with Stevie Richards is he's got a lot of great moves, but you got to watch out for that big Stevie kick. If he gets you with that, it's lights out.
Well, it looks like Buddy Shepard was trying to take advantage of the winded Stevie Richards, and Stevie Richards pops right up as soon as Buddy got in the ring, and Buddy Shepard is begging Stevie Richards not to hit him. I wonder if...
I made a mistake. You're an illustrious man. You've traveled the world.
I don't think he's going to be able to talk his way out of this.
He's got a receipt coming from all those bad things he said about Stevie Richards. Oh, and he extends a hand and puts a boot right in the midsection of Stevie Richards. Side headlock applied here. Really wrenching down right on the ear and the jawline of Stevie Richards. Buddy Shepard seems to be learning more holds every week. And there's Stevie Richards with a nice belly-to-back suplex. Buddy Shepard is no small man. Let's be clear about that.
Definitely is not. He's tipping his scales are probably around 260, 270, maybe around 6'4".
Oh! Hard chop,
and he wrestles in a tie. That can't be easy to do.
That definitely cannot be easy. Now Jet Royal opening that chest up once again.
Speaking of the tie,
Stevie Richards unbuttoning that
shirt there.
Oh! Hard overhead chop across the chest of Buddy Shepard, and now Stevie Richards has him by the tie and is going to waffle him with some right hands right here, and that tie's the only thing keeping Buddy Shepard standing right now. Is Stevie Richards holding that tie after 3 hard right hands to the face.
Shouldn't referee Todd Countryman be doing something about that? Oh, you see that?
I don't know what I was looking at. Todd Countryman. I didn't see that. I didn't see what you were talking about there.
Oh, come on, Miller. You're always the first one to spot infractions in the rules.
I was looking at something else. I didn't see what you were talking about. Stevie Richards, though, now he double leg drop right to the lower abdomen.
Yeah,
by
much
Stevie
lower
Richards.
abdomen, Miller. Come on. Referee Todd Countryman must be on the take. I bet that's not even his real name. I heard that Todd Countryman is actually in witness protection. He I don't know, did some horrible things in Iowa, and so now he's changed his name. Is that true? That's true.
That's not even true. You know that's not true. Stevie Richards now. Oh, nice roll over the top rope by Jet Royal.
I suppose you're right. It isn't true. If you wanted to remain anonymous, not let people see you, the last place you'd want to be is on the NWL television show. This rating's getting better every single week, mostly due to my commentary and the great actions, only slightly being held back by guys like you.
That's true. Standing moonsault. Going for a cover, gets the right shoulder up just in the nick of time. Jet Royal pulling the big Buddy Shepard back over to the corner. Could be going for that shooting star press, which I've said time and time again. Oh, got shoved off the top rope by Devlin. But that shooting star press, I think, is the highest in wrestling today.
It's got to be. This guy gets some great elevation. He's not he doesn't have a whole lot of elevation right now. Devlin, this guy is crafty. If you go and look in the dictionary about devilish and crafty and all of those things, you're going to see a picture of this guy. Maybe not the most physically imposing, but certainly this guy a very, very talented wrestler. And you forget about that because he's always running his mouth.
I think he's like the Wile E. Coyote of the NWL. There is some cleverness to him, but mostly it ends up backfiring in his face like it did last time when he was tagging with Maverick and decided that the championship belt that Maverick holds should be held by him as well, and Maverick put a big boot across that kisser of Devlin.
Well, you definitely don't mess with a man's title belt, that is for sure. Devlin, although he did get the win with Maverick, so maybe it was worth it.
That's what matters here in the NWL, is definitely wins and losses. And look at Buddy Shepard now.
Now he's looking serious. He's got the tie off, spits on the hands. Jet Royal in some trouble right now.
Oh, he's rubbing him in the feet. He wasn't even going to punch him. He just rubbed those spit-filled hands into the face of Jet Royal. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting.
Is this some sort of initiation process for the buddy system, maybe? I'll tell you, I'm pretty impressed with the tag team ability of Devlin and Buddy Shepard. These guys working very, very well together.
So far working very well together. Devlin going for a cover. Gets out at 2. Jet Royal has been in the ring for a little bit here now, starting to feel the wear or the punishment that Devlin and Buddy Shepard have inflicted on him so far. And look at him just raking that forearm right across the face and the bridge of the nose of Jet Royal.
There's the Buddy Slam.
Oh, I get it, the Buddy Slam. Very clever.
Well, that's what I do here, Miller. That's why I get paid the big bucks.
That's right. Now he's cocking back, going for that measuring forearm,
Oh.
and he misses as Jet Royal moves out of the way. And now Buddy Shepard in a world of pain.
He needs to get that tag.
What's Devlin doing over there? He makes the tag to Stevie Richards. Referee Todd Countryman dealing with Buddy Shepard does not see the tag and is forcing Stevie Richards back to the outside of the ring. Will you give me a break? That was a legal tag. Referee Todd Countryman being distracted right now, and Jet Royal is paying for it. Springboards over and just stomps away in the midsection. Look at Devlin. What an interesting character this Devlin is, huh?
Interesting is a great word for Devlin, that's for sure.
I'm not even going to mention what that is. All I know is he's putting a pretty hard Boston Crab on him, and Stevie Richards comes and kicks Devlin right in the ribs. I don't even know if that was a tag, but they're accepting it as a tag. Buddy Shepard back in the ring with Jet Royal. Covering his eye. Oh, he's rubbing those spit-filled hands in the eyes of Jet Royal. Hanging him upside down now in the tree of woe is Buddy Shepard. Tag into Devlin. Is Devlin going to go coast to coast here?
Nope.
No, oh, he's...
Yeah, that's one thing I like about Devlin. He doesn't care about these people and what they want to see. Sure, he could do that. He could jump all the way across the ring, but he's just going to do it just to irritate people. Devlin really needs the buddy system. This guy has no real friends.
That's one thing that you are absolutely right about, Christopher. He is irritating. Oh, wait, you didn't say he was here. I'm saying he's irritated. Anyways, Buddy Shepard stomping away on the forehead, of Jet Royal. And again, a blind tag that referee Todd Countryman doesn't see, but accepts anyways. And Buddy Shepard and Devlin are dominating Jet Royal here. Now Buddy has Jet Royal in a sleeper hold.
This Jet Royal is in such great shape, though. He's a guy that you really have to stay on top of. You give this guy just a couple of seconds rest, and he's almost back to 100%. Really, really in top-notch condition. So explosive. I've said this before. I think perhaps, pound for pound, Jet Royal might be the strongest young man here in the NWL. This guy does some phenomenal things in the gymnasium. Just fantastic athlete.
The hand is dropped 2 times. Oh, it almost dropped a third. But Jet Royal still has plenty of fight left in him after that sleeper hold by Buddy Shepard. Jawbreaker breaks that sleeper hold. Now Jet Royal crawling over to his corner.
Right
Can he make the tag?
Stevie.
And there's Stevie Richards coming in. Big Stevie cool, firing on all cylinders as he hits Buddy Shepard with some hard right hands to the face. And now Devlin tastes one. And back to Buddy Shepard. Stevie Richards is on fire here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
For both men. Stevie's just going crazy. He's running wild in there.
Big Stevie cool running wild on the members of the Buddy system with shoulder blocks and splashes into opposite corners. Nice side suplex by Stevie Richards.
Going back to Buddy. He's got him up. Side slam for Buddy.
Oh, side slam for Buddy Shepard.
Is that a big Stevie slam?
It could be that big Stevie slam. He's got a number of different moves he likes to utilize to put his opponents away. One thing's for sure, if he hits that Stevie kick, it's over. Look at the double noggin knocker was blocked by Devlin. And Buddy Shepard now sending Stevie off the far side. Ducks the double clothesline.
Jet Royal grabbed Devlin on the outside.
Stevie Richards sets up the Stevie kick.
He's got him.
Caught him right on the point of the jaw.
We're going to see it. He's going up top.
Jet Royal on the top rope, shooting star press from the heavens, 2, 3, and that's it for the Buddy Systems. Jet Royal and Stevie Richards are victorious here tonight.
And Stevie Richards.
What impressive victory right there for Jet Royal and Stevie Richards. I didn't think those two guys could team as effectively as they did.
They certainly gelled well as a team, and Jet Royal continues his winning ways here in the NWL. And now they're celebrating here with the Scottish Rite faithful, showing their appreciation for the legend that is Stevie Richards.
You never know who's going to show up here in the NWL. Like we've said it before, the best in the world want to be here. The best in the world are showing up here. You got to get a chance to check out an NWL event when it comes to your town.
All right, folks, we got to go. For Christopher Fulton, I'm Ben Miller. We'll see you next time here on the NWL.